A Trump supporter that lost her job directly because of Donald Trump's policies now says she regrets her vote, and she is going public telling anybody that will listen. Now, this is a federal worker that lost her job directly because of Doge cuts. Take a listen to what she has to say now.
You voted for Donald Trump.
I did.
Do you regret that vote?
Yes, I do. To cut the knees out of the working class Americans just doesn't make sense to me. I expected more from President Donald Trump.
Yeah, she expected more. And what she really means there is, I didn't expect him to come after me. He was only supposed to go after other people. We were supposed to own the libs. We were supposed to go after the people that didn't like Trump, not your supporters. And now she is in the find out phase, that she too is being affected. But the story actually gets much worse for her, unfortunately, as since coming out and going public with this, her house has been vandalized. She has been receiving different kind of threats. It's really turned her world upside down, from not only losing her job and getting in the find out phase, but now losing her friends because she's going against Trump.
Let's talk about the Trump supporters that are losing their jobs. Last night I was out in Chicago and these three guys started talking to me and they were all from Naperville. And they asked what I did for work and I said, oh, like I make educational content. And the guy was like, oh, are you one of those like liberals? Like, are you one of those like lefties? And he was so serious. Like he just continued to like mock me and make fun of my content. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave this conversation. And he goes, yeah, it's because of you guys that my mom just lost her job. And I was intrigued. I was like, why did your mom lose her job? What did she do for work? And he goes, oh, well, she was in the military. She's a veteran, but then she was working at this office for the last few years and they just let her go. I look him dead in the face. I'm like, do you think your mom was a DEI hire? Because veterans are a protected class. And now that they don't have to hire her anymore, then they let her go. He goes, that's so true. He doesn't believe me. He looks it up and just the color just like drains from his face. And the guy with him was a research assistant after just graduating from university. And his position was just terminated because of lack of federal funding from the federal government, which is thanks to fucking Trump. So newsflash, DEI doesn't just mean black people. So in fact, what's happening on a federal level is going to affect you too. You aren't special just because you're white. Karma's getting them. Okay.
Oh no, another Trump cultist just got screwed over by his orange god king. I just came across a tweet posted by a Trump cultist, and he is just whining and freaking out and panicked because he and his wife just found out that Donald Trump screwed them over. Let me read what he wrote. All caps. Attention! Please help! President Trump and Ted Cruz. My wife is a nurse and was recently hired by the VA. Our home is packed up. We have a new home. We spent thousands to move our family from Fort Worth to Waco. Following Trump's hiring freeze executive order, the VA rescinded her job offer. Oh, no. My wife is in tears and inconsolable, and my family is devastated. It has been my wife's dream to work with needy disabled veterans. I'm a disabled vet. Now our home is lost, with no clear path of what to do. Her job was to start in 2 weeks. We are all huge Trump supporters, and I know this was an unintended consequence. I'm sure veterans medical care professionals were not the target of this executive order. Please help get this message to the White House so that President Trump can fix this error. Veterans need not be affected because of out-of-control government spending elsewhere. Please help retweet this so Donald Trump is made aware. We need your help. Aw, that's so sad.
The United States has lost over 800,000 jobs this year so far under the Trump administration, and that is the most jobs lost from January to July since 2020. And remember who was president back then? Donald Trump. Donald Trump is so mad about the jobs report that he's now claiming that it was rigged. Everything that he doesn't like is rigged. And by the way, the job report was not rigged. We thought we'd gain over 100,000 jobs this July. We didn't. It was closer to 70,000. The economy is slowing. People are losing work. Manufacturing jobs are laying off people because of tariffs, and things could get worse. Tariffs are about to increase for so many different countries. The list goes on. And by the way, Donald Trump is threatening tariffs with countries just in the middle of the night, it seems. This is absolutely insanity. I know there's one job I'd like to see lost, though. I'd like to see Donald Trump removed from office. He is a liability to the well-being of our nation. He is an economy killer. This dude destroyed our economy in 2020, and he's doing it again.
Republican Senator Katie Britt is crying because Donald Trump's policies are directly affecting her home state of Alabama, specifically the largest employer in Alabama. Now, this comes after Donald Trump and Elon Musk have made a ton of budget cuts, including with the National Institute of Health, who said they will be cutting payments to research institutions that cover their overhead costs. Now, this is going to affect universities and cause a major budget deficit. Even the University of Alabama, which is Alabama's largest employer. And what do they cut first? Payroll. Yes. And now Katie Britt is crying, saying that we need a targeted approach in order to not hinder life-saving, groundbreaking research at high-achieving institutions like those in Alabama. Right. Cut everybody else's payment, but not ours. We support you, Donald. Now, Democrats need to jump on this. Don't send out Schumer. Send out somebody who could talk to the people and let them know it's not us complaining about what's happening. It's the Republicans, because now Donald Trump's policies are going to affect jobs in even the red states.
What happens when campaign promises collide with economic reality? Across the country, some workers say they have lost jobs, faced layoff, or watched businesses slow down, and now the debate over who is responsible is heating up. So here is the question. Are these simply economic circles, or is government policies playing a bigger role than many expected? Let's watch more clips and we'll come back to talk about it.
I need to know who's still simping for MAGA, who's still simping for this Trump regime. We have lost 1 million plus jobs and counting this year, the worst year on record since COVID and the 2008 financial crisis. I need to know when everybody is going to wake up. When are we physically going to take this country back? Because all I see is him running it into the ground while they are all getting filthy, disgusting rich. I don't know if you saw this, but the Pentagon has awarded a $650 million contract to whom? This is the largest contract in U.S. history, by the way. And who was it awarded to? That's right, the same investment firm that Don Jr. heads. We, taxpayer funds of $650 million, have just gone to Don Jr.'s fund. I mean, what are we doing?
Hey everyone, this is absolutely incredible. In some of my other videos, I talk about my Trump supporter neighbor and how she lost her job from the steel company because of the possible Trump tariffs and that they're closing some stuff down. So, when I got home from work, I looked over and she was near the end of my driveway. She absolutely apologized and admitted that she was the one who stole my Harris signs during the election. She also thanked me for this small donation that I gave her. I gave her some money because I felt so bad because she was hungry. And I also felt bad that she was working in the grocery produce section, peeling the extra skin off the onions, moving the cucumbers around, juggling the lettuce, the tomatoes. So, but she actually admitted that it was wrong to vote for Donald Trump. I cannot believe it. And she's going to take down the Trump signs. It's an absolute miracle.
After hearing these stories, one thing is certain. Losing a job isn't just a political talking point. For most families, it means worrying about paying the mortgage, buying groceries, covering healthcare, and planning for the future. The US economy is influenced by many factors, including interest rates, inflation, global markets, technological change, and government policies. That means it's really accurate to credit or blame any single president for every job gained or lost. Supporters of this administration argue that short-term economic pain may be necessary to achieve long-term goals like rebuilding Americans' manufacturing, reducing trade deficit, or strengthening domestic industries. Critics argue that certain policies can create uncertainty for businesses, discourage investment, or lead to layoffs in sectors that depend on global trade. Whatever your political beliefs are, one principle should remain the same. Voters deserve honest information, and elected leaders should be held accountable for the result of their policy, good or bad. Because when people lose their livelihoods, politics become personal. It's about real families trying to make ends meet. So what do you think? Should presidents be judged primarily by the real economic outcomes people experience, or are these challenges beyond one administration? Share your thoughts in the comment respectfully, and before you go, do well to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next.